Hey everyone, this is Nanan. I'm at BrickFair right now. It's Friday evening and I'll be taking you on a tour of what the convention looks like. So here you see the general layout of things. It's actually a pretty big exhibition hall. I think this is like the area of what a Walmart or a Home Depot should look like. So why don't we start to my left where there's gonna be first the movie, TV, and book section. So unfortunately I don't have the time to show all the models in detail on video, plus my camera doesn't really adjust focus while it's recording, but it does take HD video, so that's fortunate. Star Wars there, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Halo. Few of Arthur Grujic's creations. This is a Stratego set that I really like. I used to play the game. And this is the miscellaneous area. It's about 500 clone troopers purchased from BrickLink by a 14-year-old kid. No, I'm not gonna make any comments on that. So the sign says mixed. I guess that's their way of saying miscellaneous stuff. So during all this time, we passed the space section, which is right over here. So you can see I started at the building entrance and then I walked around, and then in the center here was space, which is a pretty sizable showing in my opinion. This is actually my first BrickFair, so comparatively speaking, the creations here are pretty diverse. So here's what I brought. It's not a huge diorama, but to make up for that, it's about Awesome Town. And for those of you who don't get it, Tyler and I, we usually build big collaboration projects and we bring them. But this time, I decided to come to BrickFair like 2 weeks before the event, and Tyler wasn't planning on coming at all. So within 2 weeks, you know, I wasn't gonna plan on bringing anything, but then I figured, you know, might as well just bring something for the lows and the giggles. But here is Awesome Town, and here's a sign that says Tyler couldn't be here, so the other part of our diorama didn't make it. And in small print it says, just pretend it's awesome. So after space, let's see, there's Penlog. There's some interesting stuff going on there. One of my favorites is the spill here, and the hazmat guys cleaning it up. There's also a nice Lego text written in the cornfields. Reminds me of sign. So over here are the trains, indicated by the sign here. And we keep going. We're gonna head up to the Bionicle section. Normally, you know, not too many of us are interested in Bionicle, but there's definitely a nice healthy Bionicle community at BZP, and seeing some of these creations here, they're actually very impressive. These are by Patrick Biggs, some really good use of Bionicle pieces combined with system parts. And if we walk over here, again, this is some of the, you know, the smaller creations that might deserve a second look. So for example, this is actually one of my favorites. The builder's from Ireland. He's a TIFO, and this guy's called the Tentacle Monster. So, but what I like about him the most is the torso and how it's so integrated, and all the parts just fit and complement each other so well. So to my left is steampunk. That's a theme that's not very often represented at conventions, so I'm actually pretty happy to see that there's actually quite a few tables dedicated to that. I think one of my favorites is the walker here. It reminds me of Wild Wild West. It's been a long time since I saw that movie. And going over here, passing Joe Mino, Abner, and Janie Redbrick, we have more steampunk. Or this is actually the western part of town, I guess, because you have the Indians and the yeah. Not much to say about that. This is a vendor area. Right now it's closed because it's, I guess, almost 10 o'clock. So there's Tommy Armstrong with his engraving business there, brick shirts in the background, and then vendors selling their sets. Oh, and there's Brickmania / Brick Arms. They are always the most popular vendor at any convention. Absolutely, I approve. And more vendors selling sets. You know, if these weren't covered up, you actually think it's like a quilt shop or something. More vendors over here. It's actually a Modulex display and some like jewelry here. This is funny because they didn't cover up the jewelry stand, but they covered everything else. So kind of ironic. Back here we have a train club here displaying their stuff, and this is actually, there's some pretty good stuff going on here. What I noticed, like, they actually copied a lot of in real life stores, etc., like the Best Buy here. There's a Kroger right over there, and U-Haul's in the back, and then over here is a Hard Rock Cafe. So it's always good to see some recognizable names. Mosaics, most of them are by Arthur Rubik. The most interesting one was his latest, and it's the Anakin one, and you're probably wondering, well, what's so special about it? So keep looking at it. Now you see Darth Vader. So it's all done by Cheese Slopes, and he should be posting more details of that within the next few days or weeks. Now here's an interesting area. It's the always popular Apoca Lego section. This year the theme was Aquapocalypse, so it took me a while to learn how to say that. And there's Andrew in the background doing the video bomb like he promised that he would be doing. So all these guys, they had to cover up our display page. It's too late at night, I guess. Well, maybe not late enough. I'm going back to my friend's house and playing StarCraft until maybe 3 o'clock in the morning. So anyways, back to that. They are probably, yeah, they have to cover up all these base plates with 1x1 tiles, and I do not envy their work. However, I do envy some of the stuff that they brought out. Like this is a creation by Sam, also known as the Infomaniac. Very impressive work. And just overall in general, I really like the style that these guys have contributed to it. Lots of dark colors. This is one of my favorites here by Dylan, also known as Pendragon. He's posted this. It's called Victor's Office. You can see more of that on Flickr. And it looks like they're still working on it, so I'll leave it be. And hopefully tomorrow they'll have that so we can take some pictures. So now we're actually going up to the castle area, and they had this weird red booth in the middle. I don't know what it's for, but it's obstructing a lot of the view. So this black castle is called Obsidian Castle by Todd Butler. It's the largest castle that I've seen here at BrickFair. So it's a pretty nice piece of work. some smaller stuff, lots of details that I'm skipping, so you can check them out on pictures, I'm sure. Again, another piece by Infomaniac, Sam. This is by Micah over here. It's a little section of Japan, it looks like. And here is an interesting row of creations. They are by, I'm trying to remember, I think it's Sean and Steph Mayo, and they are relatively new to Flickr, but we have already blocked some of their creations on Brothers Brick. So just, you know, taking a closer look, some really innovative castle fantasy stuff. Some of this you probably have seen because we have highlighted that on Brothers Brick. That's one of my favorite pieces, by the way. It's just such an interesting and exotic thing that, like, I don't even know where to classify that. But so let's see, the Technic cranes. Carousel over here. It's been around for a while, but this is my first time seeing it. It's by Adam Crest. And this is the back area, and so not many people wanders back here. And this is Wama LTC's display. Some of it's not powered. I took a video earlier of this factory here. Check it out, it's got some impressive mechanisms. So overall, it looks like a city display to me. And then on the side are some miscellaneous creations, again titled Mixed. So why don't we walk over here? This seems to be the play area, so loose bricks, building tables, racing ramps. Haven't been to one of these things since like I was 10, 11 I think. Back then they had like a Lego truck tour or whatever, and then I remember like building my own racer, racing that down, crashing it. But it's been a while. This is the Mindstorms table. Again, making robots is way beyond me. So I can never comprehend all these complex colors on here, even though it's just the primary colors and green. I'm sure they guide the movements of the robots. None of them are powered up right now because it would be a waste of batteries, I guess. And I skipped the section. It's the Great Ball contraption. There's not much to look at because it's not powered up, but once it is, it's quite impressive, and I should have a video of that soon, hopefully by the end of the weekend. This is the military section, and we're looking at it from the back. And you guys are probably going to call me out for it, but I know a deadly spot about all the vehicles and anything else involved in warfare, so I will just refer them as tanks, helicopters, ships, etc. There's Chris Edwards' War Machine Strike diorama, and Magnus's collaboration, I guess, with the trench. Got the trenches there. Yeah, more tanks. Again, that's how much I know about the military theme. I'm sorry, this is not my forte. Alright, and we're back at trains again. Although some of the creations here are clearly not trains, but hey, if it's Lego, it should be here. Because everything here is Lego. I guess it's more of the town section. And in this table here, I guess it's more the military stuff. Although most of these are built by kids and peoples. What the heck is going on there? dinosaur wrangling. Something that you don't see every day. Alright, and to my right is the NASA display. I think that's this year's theme. There's some interesting creations here. This is a space station, let's see, by Bob Hayes. Yes, it's been on BrickShelf for quite a long time. I remember seeing it way back when. And if you look closely, some of the bricks are yellow, so that just shows how long this creation has been here. But for me, it's definitely a pleasure seeing it in person for the first time. Some other NASA items on display. So it's like a combination of Lego and a small museum-ish. And lastly, we're gonna come to the Microscale section. Let's see, what is this? It looks like a moon base, but okay. Hey, what is this?
It's Microscale space station.
Okay, Microscale space station. So I gotta come by and take another look at that later. So Microscale space, Metropolis. Again, lots of details in these small creations, so don't let size fool you. This is one of my favorites. It's a tornado, so, and it's got, you know, chunks of trees, houses in the spiral there in the vortex, and it uses books for the roofs of the houses. So if I were to pick the best thing yet, I think this would be my personal favorite. More of, what is this? They're all individually labeled. Like the barn, windmill, fountain. What is this? This is a curious piece. We Rule Kingdom by Sabrina Rabbit. All buildings are designed from a video game for iPad, iPhone, iMac. Well, maybe that's why I don't know it, because like even though I have an iPhone, I've only downloaded one app for it. Definitely not getting my money's worth, I guess. This was a mock that was donated to charity, so kudos to the builder for that. More Microscale. Wait, are we on Microscale? No, we're seeing minifigs here. This is more of the miscellaneous stuff. And a jump house, which I will definitely be on there tomorrow. Okay. Alright, and I think this is BrickFair for you.